Hello people, I'm the AnimeHERO, and I review anime so you can enjoy it. And I'm here once again for an anime tag. And if you haven't seen the first one, then click on the link in the description box below. And how about that new YouTube layout? Why do they keep changing it? Here's the first question. What is your favorite anime? Oh, don't make me choose! Fuck it. I'm going with Fist of the North Star, and why? Well, that's because I just love its story, the characters, the martial arts, and honestly, this became a huge influence to these ideas for a graphic novel, which will be explained when I do the Project Nindo tag by Anime Green. But long story short, there's nothing manlier than 80s shonen, and this is by far the most kick-ass of the 80s. Hell, there's still games coming out. Ain't that right, Speedwagon? Take this, you little shit! Yeah! Who's the bitch now? Fist of the North Star, home to the most shonen man, and possibly the bloodiest shonen that takes his story seriously with the aid of a man who bears the responsibility of the entire human race at his fingertips. On to question number 2. What is the greatest anime in your opinion? To me, that would be... whoops! I'm hanging on to it for a friend. My answer is both versions of Fullmetal Alchemist. Oh come on, it's a package deal, people! Whether you watch the new one or the old one, you cannot deny both were good. And I choose this above a certain other series, which begins with a C, and ends with 2 S's, and has an ode, and a Gia, and it's out of print, and he's talking about Code Geass! While both shows have political, racial, and military issues, there's just more characters that are likable in Fullmetal Alchemist. While both have complicated and in-depth story material, Code Geass doesn't really hold up in the drama department. Now, some of you might say that the one with the most depth, or the one that is most serious, is a better show. No, that's not always true. For example, Casher and Sins, which you can tell takes itself seriously, with the robot apocalypse and the robot Grim Reaper, but it's very dull and slow. The other example I can say is the character Jean. For while I do like him, the more enjoyable one is clearly Mugen. And fuck, he has serious moments too, and he's what held the show. Now comparing these two shows, I feel the comedy, the tragedies, and the slight romance, which all involve your own personal emotions, is what pulls the audience in, and was more effectively done than in Code Geass. For example, warning! The following dialogue contains heavy spoilers! The death tease of Shin-Kei, for he never died. Did we really care for when she died? I mean, just about every single line of her dialogue was nagging.
That jerky hung up on me! I can't believe it!
Lulu? What in the world have you been doing? Where are you now?
If you keep cutting class, you'll get held back.
Are you near a TV?
A TV?
Sorry, but this is important.
Oh, you're gambling again, aren't you? I've warned you before more than once how dangerous that is.
Oh! Why does he always hang up on me like that?
The number you have called is beyond service range.
Oh, darn it, not this again.
My last 2 spoilers are, how the hell did she survive the nuclear bombing? And no. This behind the scenes plan just felt really stupid, making the Lucius revenge storyline pointless. Enough ranting, and the reason why I place Fullmetal Alchemist above CG Lord of the Rings is that its ending felt more of an achievement. For all of its cast, while in CG Lord of the Rings, we only really care for about 4 to 5 people. And just a reminder, the beginning, journey, and ending are all important, not just the ending. I'll admit the beginning and ending of these shows aren't perfect either, but hell, Fullmetal Alchemist had a fanbase with the older model, and it still has a fanbase now. While when this thing gets new material, it just really feels unnecessary. I'm the AnimeHERO. I review anime so you- You're not done yet! Ah, damn it. Question number 3. What is the funniest anime that you ever seen? I really enjoyed the Slayers, but right now, I'll go with Crawl Marty High School. Hell, even the opening's pretty ridiculous. From what I've seen, this show is great and was inspired by Sakigake Otokujuku. I also recommend the English dub, for it's a very dialogue-heavy show, and the jokes work better in a tongue you understand. Otherwise, you have to get the joke explained. Question number 4. What is the best Mafia anime in your opinion? Well, I have to jump on the bandwagon and go with Gungrave, but I also recommend Goku 13. A Hitman's pretty close to the Mafia anyways. For those who might not know, Gungrave is from the creator of Trigun, and it's a very different style as opposed to space western, but there is some sci-fi in it. We basically have 2 stories in this anime with the Mafia genre and the sci-fi genre, which work pretty well. The story is about 2 guys joining the Mafia, and seeing them grow into big-time members of the group. And well, there's not much else to say because that'll lead to spoilers. But if you want more info, then check out either this review by Walking 00 Dead or this little vid of mine. As for Goku 13, it's basically Hellgirl, only with action and way more masculine scenes and less depressing. This is a recommended watch to those who wanting to see action and a badass main character. Who's based on the Antichrist? I'm not kidding. I have a small vid on my channel if you want more info on Goku 13. Just give it to a few minutes in.
Question number 5. Best anime soundtrack in your opinion?
Now, that's really opinion based, so I'm gonna go with Dragon Ball music from the Kikuchi score. Hey people, believe me, I didn't grow up with the English version. I grew up with the Spanish version, and they kept the Japanese soundtrack in.
Question number 6. What other print manga series or anime series do you think should get a reprinting?
Well, how about this question? What series do you want to have a release? Why not begin with this? Yeah, will somebody please release the other 59 episodes? I'm looking at you, Manga Entertainment. As for things out of print, why not everything from Tokyo Pop, Genion, ADV Films, Viz Media, and all other series that belong to an out-of-business company, like Bandai and Media Blasters? Maybe ADV Films was right with their claim of Funimation becoming an anime monopoly. Oh, and that reminds me, Great Teacher Onizuka anime will be re-released by Discotech, and along with Marvel 34 and several other titles such as Space Pirate Captain Harlock, which will be expensive but their quality will be remastered. Best example I can give is this pick from legal streaming site Hulu, and here's one from my DVD. Yeah, good stuff.
Question number 7. What mainstream anime power do you want?
Well, I already mentioned this in my other anime tag, which was the net ability of creating anything I want. But if I had to pick something, then I go with harem power.
Yeah, get all the ladies and be happy man from dusk till dawn. Harem power. Question number 8. Who are your top 5 favorite anime reviewers?
Well, I go with I, myself, me, him, and I again. Okay, I'll be serious. From what I've seen the community thus far, I have to go with Jessie Otaku. Sadly, she isn't really here anymore. But I encountered her from her villains list about 2-3 years ago. I encountered Giguk when his list was incomplete. Shun Anime is someone who I just encountered, and so far I do laugh at her antics. And the other big person will probably be Yokokurama Game Talk, but I just met the guy, and I haven't seen much of his vids, so he's probably in there. And I know this one's controversial, but there are times when I do see asserted Mr. Blank Reviews videos from pure curiosity, and I can see why this guy was praised. But enough about the big people, I'm not an ass kisser. I'd like to see 301 Merlino Boss, How to Send Goku, Zoro Fanboy 124, The Anime Blaze, Phoenix Kai, Savage White Panda, Sasuke Tricon, Lunar Spiral, 1124, Anime Green, Raikosuken 1, Mr. Falcon Punch 996, Naruto Ball GT, Walking 00 Dead, Omega Rider 1, Anime Pro 100, King of Kills, Random Anime Shit 5, Reviewer 03, Smoke Raider 510, Devil Artemis, Nasonator 2, McWhirlpoint, and Persian Version Speaks. Basically, when they're not doing chapter episode reviews, I really like watching their stuff.
Question number 9. What anime or manga caught you off guard?
Actually, there are a lot of series that I thought I wouldn't like from when I started them, being The Future Diary, aka Mirai Nikki, Deadman Wonderland, Doriko, Princess Tutu, Rurouni Kenshin, Trigun, and several others, including Fist and North Star and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. As you can see, some of these are requests and others were just stuff I heard about being really good. I was hesitant to watch some of these series, but after a couple episodes in, most of these became favorites of mine, but they all definitely got my attention.
Question number 10. Who is your least favorite anime villain and why?
Well, I know what you're going with this, Merlin. The villains who come to mind is this dude from North Star 2 because he has no physical power whatsoever and relies on a hostage. And he's the major villain for this arc. But my other disappointing villains goes to Easley from Claymore and King Bradley in the first one with Alchemist. Yeah, cause he only had one scene that made him villainous from what I can remember, and he's nowhere as threatening as in Brotherhood. But my main one goes to Easley for it was wasted potential for a good villain, simply because, well, if you read the manga, you know why.
Question number 11. In your opinion, what is the coolest weapon?
I'm gonna have to go with Beyond the Grave's 3 guns, being the left and right head of Cerberus and the coffin.
Bonus question! Just because Venus Kai asked the question, would I have oral sex with Nami or a handjob from Robin?
I personally like how Robin dresses, not to mention she's tall, but my response would be Nico Robin has more than 2 hands.
Diamond ring, I want some bracelets and everything. Daddy.
Now I'm supposed to make up a question and tag someone, but then again, the people I'll tag will have a shitload of questions to answer. So, since the tag seems to be over, I'm just not gonna tag anyone. For the rule of adding extra question has become very problematic for many who were tagged late. However, this tag did bring us closer into the community, so I think random anime shit 5 for its randomness. Now, before I forget, check out my anime list in the description below. This way people can see my progress with the various anime requests that I've been doing. Just simply look at either currently watching or plan to watch. Also, if you haven't checked it out already, I have placed my 12 Days of Anime in a playlist for your viewing pleasure. And if you're wondering what's with the Gantz finale, check the Halloween playlist or the Anime Reviews playlist for more reviews. I'm the AnimeHERO. I review anime so you can enjoy it.